Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Dr. Brian Chad Starks with us. He is a critical criminologist and principal with BCS and Associates consulting firm. For more than 20 years, he has worked to dismantle structural inequality in organizations and communities. And as an alumnus of Wofford College, Dr. Starks also holds a master's degree in criminal justice from the University of South Carolina and a doctorate in criminology from the University of Delaware. So welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Grateful to have you here. We'll dive right in. The first question I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
September 22nd, 1979, at the tender age of 7, my oldest brother, who is like 9 years and 11 months apart from me, got in a car accident and was paralyzed, waist down as a paraplegic. And he was the one that was the leader of the family and great athlete and student, and was supposed to go to college and go to the NFL and take our family out of poverty. And he switched gears, struggled through what it was mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and life being taken away in such a short minute, and furthered his education at the University of South Carolina to then go on to get a law degree and become an example to me and my friends around overcoming adversity regardless of what they look like, and was a surrogate father, brother, mentor, friend. And he taught me that perseverance over anything can give you an opportunity to be successful in life.
Thank you for sharing that with us. The next one I have for you is, what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
That we are not in a post-ism society, and meaning we're not in a post-racial, post-sexism, post-classism society. That we have a responsibility wherever we see structural inequality as messengers to address it and meet it out to make our society and move from a more humane perspective to increase relationships around love.
And what is your best piece of overall business advice?
Build your craft. Build your craft. Put the time in, put the work in, and understand that anything worth having is going to take sacrifice.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Walk through the door of love that's wide open and not try to move the chain of a door of love that is shut off from you.
I like that. Okay. And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
Purpose.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
The autobiography of Malcolm X, in which my gave me at a very tender age of, I believe I was 11. And I learned a great deal around positive racial identity, Black pride, and spiritual growth.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
Eventually, silence becomes betrayal, by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We have to speak out against injustice. If not, we're going to turn a blind eye. We might as well be as guilty as the individual, agency, or organization that has structured it to be this way.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where is the best place for people to find you online?
BrianChadStarks.com, at BCHAD on Twitter.
Beautiful, man. Thanks again for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate the opportunity to be on your show and to share some of my perspectives.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.